Okay, so today I'm going to explain to you the Summative project for the rocks, minerals, and soil, and you're going to be developing a tiny house. So we're obviously already watching the video. The first thing you'll be doing is clicking here where it says Summative Assessment 12.7 Tiny House. When you click on that on Canvas, it will take you to this window. When you're on this window, you're going to click Open this document. And what this document is going to open for you, I'm going to go ahead and do that now. So when I open this document, this is what I see, or maybe I'm just on that step. So this is kind of the project packet that you have at your desktop, I hope, right now. So I'm going to kind of be walking you through that. But the thing that you're going to make a copy of and save to your drive is this materials table. So when you make a copy of it, this is what you're going to need to fill out, and you'll turn this in for your science notebook. So this is the connection with the tiny house to the rocks, minerals, and soil. I put different pages in your science notebook that you'll be able to refer to. So for the 5 types of rock used in your tiny house, you're going to use slides 2, I think it's actually 4 and 6. Those are the ones that where you wrote uses of rocks when you were looking at the igneous, metamorphic, and sedimentary rocks. So you'll need to pick at least 2 choices that you could use for a kitchen counter. And then you'll state the classification of it. And then which one did you choose and why did you decide on that one? And also 2 options for what you could use for tiles in your bathroom. And then the classification and why you chose that. And then down here at the bottom of this chart, you're also going to list 3 other rocks, the classification, what you use them for in your house, and why you chose that rock. So you've just finished studying rocks, so this whole first page is just about rocks. The second page is uses of soil. And if you see slide 31 in your science notebook, you should get some ideas for uses of soil. And then on slide 11, back when we were studying minerals, I had suggested that you record uses of minerals in your science notebook for things that could be used in your house. So then you would list those here and talk about how they're used in your house. This is something that I will talk more about when I'm back in school with you. But as you're building and designing, you do know, or you want to keep in mind that you'll need to include that information. All right, so I'm going to be talking about the packet. But just to be clear, you have a paper copy. Each student's going to get their own paper copy. But you also have access to it here on Canvas. So these are some different websites you could visit, and they're just ideas about what tiny houses could look like. This was a YouTube series of shows about tiny houses. So then these are just some different things like that you might want to consider. So how do you think you want it to look on the outside? So what materials might you use to build it on the outside? And then a tiny house, you're going to have a limit of 400 square feet, which is listed here. So deciding how do you want to split that space up? 400 square feet is not a lot. Okay, so for the design, your tiny house cannot be bigger than 400 square feet. And I'm saying to use this scale. That would be if you're drawing it on paper. If you're using the Home Styler software, it's already going to tell you the square feet as you're building. So then this is talking about the types of rocks. This is talking about the mineral use and the soil use. And I kind of just went through that on the paper. You are required to have a separate room for a bathroom. There has to be a door to close that just for privacy in case someone is ever over at your house. You have to have a kitchen area and a bedroom area, but these ones do not have to have doors closing them off. So inside your tiny home, you just need at least one door inside for the bathroom. There has to be a door to get in and out of your tiny house, and you have to have at least 2 windows. These are some pages that I'm offering up. In addition, I've got a couple of websites here in addition to Fusion and those pages in your science notebook. And then options for your tiny home model. My suggestion is using Home Styler. Everyone who's had design so far this year, that'd be hopefully about half of you, have used that with Mr. Vincent. In the past, I've had some students use other softwares to build them. So if you feel like you know something that's going to still allow you to meet all these qualifications, you could do that. I'm going to show you an example of a 2D drawing. And I've also had students in the past build 3D models. So these are 3 different options for how you could show it to me. This says to get a draft approval from me. Obviously, I'm not there, and you guys are going to go ahead and get started. So you're going to kind of bypass checkpoint 1. You should be using the rubric to guide you, and then you'll be submitting the Google Doc of the table of the rocks and minerals that you used through Canvas. And I will have a conference with each student to look at your tiny house. Here is the rubric. So if you want to please turn to this page of your packet, I think it might be like the 3rd page. So requirements for square footage to get 3 points. And this rubric's a little bit different. I'm going to scroll down to the bottom. So this is a total of 33 points on the project. So your percentage grade will be however many points you get out of 33. So for the 3 points on the square footage, it's either 400 or less, or maybe it goes above 400, or there's an issue with it. The ones that are in gray here, you'll see it says these elements are completed on a table that will be submitted through Canvas. That's the table I already showed you, but they're also in gray because they're worth twice as much. So this one was worth 3. This is actually going to be worth 6. This will be worth 6. So I'm like doubling the points so that table counts as more points. So there's a higher focus on the types of rocks and making sure in minerals and soil that you use it in your house. So this says at least 5 are used and stated on that. This says for all 5 of them, it's why you chose that rock. This is saying at least 5 minerals are used, and then how did you use those minerals? And then these are a couple of things about the actual design of your house. So there's a separate area for the bathroom that would include the door. And then there's an area for both the kitchen and bedroom. And then it also says that you have a door and 2 windows. And then for learning skills and work habits on this project, you will give yourself a score and I will give you a score. So it'll be out of 6 points total. All right, so the next thing I want to do is talk about Home Styler. Sorry for all my scrolling here. You can access Home Styler. Whoops, sorry, I should have been down here. So you can access Home Styler here. Mr. Vincent has let me know that there's now level 5 or version 5, but he definitely feels like the version 4 is better for what we're going to be doing in class. So mine, I already logged in before I started the video. This does run a little bit slow. When you log in, you're going to log in with your Google account. So what I'm going to do is show you my example that I created of a tiny house. Oh, sorry, edit. So it's loading. You might get some pop-ups that you're not interested in. You are just going to be using the free or the basic version. So here you can see it says version 4. And it's spinning again. So there's also, now it's loading actually version 5. I accidentally updated mine before I talked to Mr. Vincent about it. So when you're looking at mine today, you're going to see that it says that we're in version 5, but I designed this in version 4. Okay, so this is my tiny house. And I'm going to turn it like this. So I'm going to look at it from the top. So in the tiny house that I created, this is the door that you would go into. And you can see that when I move it around, some walls are appearing or disappearing. But this is my main living area. So I've got a table over here. I've got my kitchen area here. I've got a couch. The TV's on the wall across from it so I can see. I've got a wall here, but not a door. This is into my bedroom area where I've got my bedroom. And then here's my door to the bathroom. I'm going to actually turn it this way now. So in the bathroom, I've got a shower and a toilet and my vanity. I also have a washing machine in my bathroom. And here you can get a better glimpse of my bedroom. So it's really just a lofted bed. And then I have some storage underneath it. And then in my kitchen area, what you'll notice here is it seems like this stuff's floating, but that's just because it cuts away this wall over here. So again, in my kitchen, I've got like my fridge and my appliances and my coffee machine. I decided I wanted to add an outdoor area to mine. more for fun than anything else. Your outdoor area will not count as part of your square footage. So the square footage is really just this tiny home part. Um, I can also go into like single room. So there's different ways that I can see. But as I'm looking, I wanted to show you. Hang on, let me. Okay. So when I want to see how many square feet my house is, this is 367.73. So it's showing me to my dimensions when I was building it. And when I add the 63.16 square feet to it, mathematically, if you add those together, you're going to see that I actually went over on my sample here. So I would lose points on the size of my tiny home. You can see there's a window here. I have a window here. And then this is a door. I have an additional window here. So I had my door that closes to get in and out of my bathroom. And I have a separate bedroom space. And I do have a kitchen area. So this is what mine looks like on Homestyler. I'm going to go to the slides that you'd be able to access here. So on this second slide, here's again that picture of the chart that you'll need to fill out, and you'll submit that through Canvas. Here's a copy of the rubric, not the rubric, sorry, but the packet. So I just wanted to show you this hand-drawn one. This is actually the same tiny house that I just showed you on the computer through Homestyler. I decided to try to draw it as well as put it on Homestyler. So here's where I had the bathroom, here's the shower, here's the toilet, and here's the vanity. Then I had that lofted bedroom here. I've got a window up here. Here I put that was a couch. My kitchen area is here, and I have a dining table here. I have sliding doors, and then here's a window here. And then this is how I tried to draw my pictures, so you'd see what those areas look like. So this is a picture, the side view of the bedroom. This was how I was trying to draw the bathroom. There's like a toilet behind the shower, and then the vanity. And then this was kind of like my kitchen against the wall. And then I'm seeing like the table and the couch and the chair. I had a super student who also had created a model with drawing. And so this was what their layout looked like. So they had a bathroom and then a kitchen and then a living room and a laundry room. So these are kind of their different rooms and how they drew it. So this was their kitchen area, this was their living room, and this was their bathroom. Um, I'm just putting this on as a reminder again. And all of these paper ones are on the cabinet in the back of the classroom. If you wanted to look at those a little bit closer up, that's where they are. And I put this table up there as well. And then here is just the copy of the rubric. And I already went over that with you. But I'm just talking here about how I'm going to sit down with everybody during class to go over their project. So kind of like some of your teachers, maybe. So for social studies, whenever your map projects with you, we'll be doing that with these projects, but I'm hoping to meet with quite a few of you during science class when I get back. It might be helpful right now with the teacher to just see who all has already used Homestyler, to know who would be the people that you would use to kind of help you get started.